Well, that was the Stockade Art Show. Did you go to that art show, guys?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Wasn't that incredible?
Extremely successful. The weather was wonderful. It was extremely successful.
Great weather.
Excuse me.
We did it all. We did the Italian, we did the Greek, and we
Oh, was
did
it quite a day in downtown Schenectady?
People were walking all over the place.
Right.
So you want the same crowd to come out for the Walkabout.
Right. We'd like to see a good turnout. It's our, as you know, it's the 53rd year of doing this. And as you know, we have a very active downtown.
You do.
And a very active Stockade, and we love to welcome people into the area because it's just good for us. It's good for the city, and it's good for everybody. We're opening. We've got 17 stops.
17
homes. Not 17 homes. They're homes, churches, some businesses that will be open. On the tour, this is actually the ticket. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it gives you all of the different locations on the Walkabout. One of the interesting things we're going to do this year is the Schenectady Civic Players is going to open up their costume department. There'll be a way to walk through it, so you can see how we do our costumes. You'll be able to look at somewhere between, it's up close to 50,000 costumes, all in an organization, all organized. It should be very interesting.
Yes, I'd love to see
But getting back to the Walkabout
Yeah.
and the homes that are open, we have a nice variety of homes, which is good. And there'll be people on the street, strollers. We'll have music. Arthur's Market, I believe, will be open for some food.
Now that's just being reopened by Richard Jeunesse.
Yeah, who runs Moon and River. So that's going to be an interesting thing. He's going to, it'll be a limited situation right now until he gets it going. But he did open it for the art show, and we had a lot of people around.
I saw a lot of people going in and out of it. Yeah.
And then Diane
Diane.
I'm sorry,
we haven't introduced you yet. Diane Cornell. This is Joe Fava. We all know Joe, but Diane, it's so good to see you. And how are you involved in this, Diane?
I'm on the committee. I'm on the board, and my studio is on the.
You're showing your house.
Yep.
Okay,
and we always do a little theme. So our theme this year is a speakeasy. So
speakeasy.
So you get to stop in, and we have
bring in your beverages in a paper bag, or what?
Well, yes. No, we'll be serving coffee. We'll pretend. But Richard from Downtown Designs is going to be showing some of his vintage wear there.
Oh, nice.
So we always set up a little something for them to see.
Yeah.
And next door we have 234 Union. And she's a designer too, and she's a shabby chic, so her style is very interesting. And that's what's very nice, is to see these older homes and see how eclectic people can create in them and live in them. You know, it's when you go in these homes, they have a spirit of their own, and then the people, of course, that live there and love them bring their own spirit to it.
You pretty much tried to keep them in the original style.
Yes, yep. The architecture is unbelievable in all the homes, and we have such a wide range of age, from 1800s. Mine is 1890.
Do you have a little plaque on your door?
Not yet. We're working on it. You're
working. Well, you have to. When you see those little plaques on the building, those have all been vetted out. They know that these are accurate. It's not like someone just says.
Right. There's one house on the tour this year, which is the Giles Vandenbogart house, which is 111 Union Street, and it's all been restored on the first floor. And it's this house. The other houses are wonderful. This house is worth the one price of admission just to go in it. 15-foot ceilings and the floors and the hand-painted, all of the stencil work in the hallway is all hand-done. It's magnificent. And they're all magnificent in different ways, which makes it so interesting. And also to see how people lived and also how people live. So it's kind of an interesting situation all the way around.
It's just, I think it's important to know about our history, first of all, but secondly, to actually see the history.
Right.
Because these homes are...
Oh, and we have a great selection, like I said, even just walking through the neighborhood without even going in the homes.
Well, I don't know if you heard, but the people from Ghost, and I said, you must go see the Stockade, because the Stockade is just so incredibly wonderful.
If you don't, you may know this, but a lot of the public may not. We have the largest collection of of homes, historic homes in the United States here in Schenectady. They go from the 1600s up to the 1960s. So you see a variety of style: federal, Victorian, colonial, early colonial, Dutch colonial. So it's a very interesting mixture to walk through the neighborhood and just see what it looks like, or what it looked like. It's a very interesting
It's
thing.
interesting that he said that, because we were at the art show and I happened to stop and I was looking at the stuff and I happened to look up, and there's this little house kind of stuck. It's nearby Arthur's Market, and it had beautiful cornice work and you know, fancy.
Right.
And I said, I've never seen that house.
Right.
We got to fly here. I'm so sorry.
He wants to be on TV
but
too.
anyway, he wants to be on TV.
Right.
Everybody wants to be a star.
Right.
But so no matter how many times you have been to the Stockade, you will see something that your eye did
Right,
not catch
right.
before.
We are going to try to open, there's 2 houses in the Stockade now that are what we call a work in progress. There's one at 14 North Ferry Street, which is actually on the tour. We may have a problem in not being able to get into that house because of the construction, but we also have 58 Washington Avenue, which may be a substitute. And if we can get that house open, which I think we can, you'll actually see where George Washington slept.
Get
we
out.
have George Washington.
George Washington
We
really
have George,
slept in
yeah, we have
Schenectady?
George Washington's
Oh my
bedroom
gosh.
in that house, and it's quite a glorious room. That house is
Are
truly.
you kidding? You're not pulling my leg.
Oh no, it's true. Oh no, it's true. In fact, we own 2 houses.
Well, I never know.
One house, 43 Washington, he visited, but he slept at 58 Washington.
Wow. Did
And
he?
there's a big bedroom in there that belonged to him. It's very interesting. Yeah, and there's a plaque out front from historical whatever it is.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
so
Oh,
it is interesting.
See, I tell you, every time you go to the Stockade, you see something new.
Right.
And we're going to see your house, so that'll be
it'll
really
be
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I can tell you where you can get tickets.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You can get
this is
tickets
important.
at Proctor's, Open Door on J Street, Kulak's Garden Center on 146, the Historical Society, and our website, thehistoricalstockade.com, through PayPal. You may.
Yeah, you can use PayPal,
Yeah.
and Proctor's, of course, you can call. Makes it
You get
real.
tickets, yeah.
We've,
Yeah.
we've made it kind of easy, and also the day of the event, we will be selling tickets.
Is that rain or shine?
Rain or shine, because you're going inside.
Yeah, that's right.
At the Historical Society. Now, if you buy your tickets in advance, there's a savings. It's 20.
20 in advance and 25 the day of.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's.
I'm gonna have to get
So
my
if you have
tickets.
2 tickets, that's $10. So buy your tickets in advance.
I really want, that's this fly. I really want to get inside some of these homes. I've done that. I've gone on a number of these tours, but this one is my most recent, so I'm just definitely going to go and check out your speakeasy there and see what
All
that's
right.
about. So we've been speaking with Joe Fava with the Stockade Association, as well as Diane DeMeo, and she's with the Stockade, and her house is up for looking at, right?
Yep.
Good.
232.
And, yeah, and you never know. You get a cup of coffee, I think, there.
Yes, you
She
will.
said. No hooch.
We're going to
but-
pretend. We're going to pretend it's bourbon. It's going to be coffee.
Good. And you can even get to find out where George Washington slept. What more can you ask for in Schenectady? I'm Ann Perilla for Schenectady Today, in and around the Capital Region, and we've been talking with Joe Fava and Diane DeMeo.